What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cookie Tactical. Today we are going to be going over the new Reactive Cummerbund by Spiritus Systems. Going to go over it and also install it. Before we get into that, I just wanted to say continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all the support, and hit that notification so you get notified of new videos. And please share the channel with a friend so we could grow the subs, and I appreciate all of it. That's all I wanted to say. Enough about that. Let's get into it. So this is the new Reactive Cummerbund by Spiritus Systems that they pre-launched before their launch of their new plate carrier, which is the LV120. Just want to get this out of the way that if you're getting an LV120 and that's your plan, you do not have to get this cummerbund. It will come with it. But if you have an LV119 and you want to retrofit it with this cummerbund, you can, or any shot cord retention plate carrier, you can use this cummerbund, which is why I got it. We're going to be installing it on my Shaw Concepts Arc V2. I kind of been on the search for a perfect cummerbund if it's a thing, and I've tried a bunch: Ferro Concepts, the Warfighter from Agilite, Dynamic Principles. I've tried them all. But what really attracted to me was the modularity and the adjustability. So we'll go through that in the video, and I'll also show you install. So when you get the cummerbund from Spiritus Systems, comes in this bag. I'll show you everything that you get. You get your cummerbund sides, right? Your left and right side here, which is a thermal or curve insert. So it's very rigid, and you have your nylon on the inside and the outside with laser cut moly rolls. You have about 4.5, just about 5 rows of moly. So just know that you don't have tons of rows of moly. So if you're going to do a lot of pouches, just keep that in mind. But you get 2 of these. I chose Ranger Green, of course. That's my color, but they have multicam, Coyote Brown, Black, and Ranger Green as of now. I'm sure more colors to come. So you get your 2 sides there. Your 2 curve thermoplastic sliders. This is what the adjustability comes in. I'll show you guys in a second. Your 2 sliders, and then a bag of the hardware of everything you need. So you're going to be your shot cord here for the retention. You get 2 male tubes for these first spear tubes. Your curved thermoplastic retaining clips. They'll come straight. They're bent because I messed around with it. Because I'll be honest, the videos that are out there aren't many on how to install this. And Spiritus System made one, but it wasn't too clear how to install these. So hopefully, when I do this video, I'll explain this a little more, because it took me some time to figure out. So the 2 retaining clips, a little card with the scanning for instructions, and your 2 little clips, buckle clips for your shot cord. And I'll show you that, guys, and install and how we would use that. What's super cool about this cummerbund, and what attracted me to it in the first place, is the way these sliders slide in. I'll show you guys. This is where the adjustability comes from this cummerbund. It's one size fits all, but if you're on the smallest setting, you'd be all the way in. And for my skinny jean guys, and for my big dudes, you could go all the way out, and you have the cummerbund, so it fits everyone, right? And what's cool about this, and why it attracted to me, as I was saying, was that if you're wearing some layers because it's cold out, you could just go to the next slot and give yourself some room, opposed to having to go to the back panel, open it up. Even if it's Velcro, it's a pain sometimes. Shot cord, even more so. You guys know what I'm talking about. But that's what attracted me to it. Now I'm gonna say right off the bat, my only gripe is that, for the love of God, why they put black tubes on Ranger Green? It's Coyote Brown, man. Ranger Green and Coyote Brown. Like, this is messing with my OCD, because my plate carriers, and I have 2, are Ranger Green and Coyote Brown. So now I got to have a black tube on it. And what's even worse is you can't change these out. They're riveted in, and I have Coyote Brown tubes. Can't even use them. I believe if you tell Spiritus Systems before, and it would be like a custom order, they could, and I would have. I just didn't know that. But anyway, that's my only gripe. Now, not so much a gripe for me, because I don't care. The thermoplastic is shown, so it looks like black. But for some, like my department, that I'm no longer, I'm retired, but it was uniform, right? So my LT would be all over me if this wasn't color-coded Ranger Green. Or some units might have to be multicam. Your first sergeant might be on your ass about that. So just know that this is going to be this color. But AXL Advanced, AXL Tactical, they just dropped on Friday colored sleeves for this cummerbund. Of course, I ordered a set. Come on. I ordered them in Ranger Green, and they just haven't come yet. They just dropped on Friday. But they do have that. So for you guys that need to be uniform for SOP or for your unit, they come in multicam, coyote brown, black, and Ranger Green from AXL. They're just sleeves that are covered. But again, for the love of me, Spiritus Systems, if you hear me, put coyote brown tubes. All right, enough about that. That's my only gripe so far. But anyway, very rigid cummerbund, definitely for load bearing. Going to be cool. So what I'm going to do is install it on my Shaw Concepts Arc V2 here. And we'll get into it, bring you guys down. Let's go. Dale. All right, guys, we're down here. Sorry for the angle. If I bump into the camera, it's just because it's right near my head. So sorry if I do that. So I took, like I said, I took the plate out of my rear plate bag just because it's easier to get to the panel here for the shock cord. Hopefully you guys could see. So I just kind of fold it over. Now I have full access to my panel. And that's something you might want to do. When the plate's in there, it's just really tight and hard to get to. So let's install this and get to it. So we're going to install the thermoplastic sliders because that is the first step, because they cannot go on this way. So the first step is to kind of slide them in on where you want them. I'm going to go in the lower bottom here. That's where I usually set them up. And now they're on there. So that's your first step to setting them in. Then you're going to take your shock cord that they supply. Don't need the clips right now. We'll need the barrels in a little bit. So the first step, and I'll show you guys here, is to go right in the middle of your panel. You're going to count out the holes. I already know just from dealing with this panel. I'm going to go right here, and you're going to bring your shock cord through it just like so. All right. Then you're just going to cross it. Just make an X like so. And you're going to go through the inside of the slider like this. And inside through the slider just like so. Okay. And that is your first step here to do so. All right. And now just take up the slack if you can, just like this. Kind of want to make this as tight as you want. So basically it's right in the middle here. Doesn't look like it is, but it's going to be as this gets tightened. I have it right here in the middle. Sorry guys, just trying to get the right angle so you guys could see this. All right. So just tighten that up here, tighten that up here. All right. All right. Now you're going to make another X just like so on the top. And what you're going to do is on that top row here, you're going to count out to the third hole. So as you remember, cross them and make another X. You have here, you have your first two, right? Then it's your first one. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So you're going to go into the third hole here and bring that and bring it up the next hole right there. Just like so. That's on that side. You're going to take your other one, right? Remember, I'm counting out. So if I lost count, I'm going to have my 2 here. I got 1, 2. There's 3. I'm going to go in that hole like so. And that's why removing the plates are definitely needed, because there's no way I'd be able to do this if the plates were in. Grab your shock cord just like that. Now they are on their set. Take that extra slack right there, and as you see, they are in the middle of the panel, directly in the middle. You have your extra here. Shock cord is even, so that's good. You have an X here, and you should have an X on top. All right, just like so. All right. Now, if there's not enough light here, I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to try to bring a little light on here to just show you guys a little more. All right, hopefully you guys can see now with a little light. All right, so as you have that there, it's pretty much good and installed, but we're not done yet. Now, you're going to take your barrel clips, and that's where you're going to put these barrel clips through. The ends are getting a little frayed on these on this shock cord. I may have to cut these. All right, get it through. And that's your retention right here. Clip it all the way down. That's one. And that's two. Just like so. Bring it all the way down. And now that's it. Your cummerbund's on. You have the shock cord elastic where you have your, if you're breathing in and out, it gives you that that adjustment. But I'm not done here. I take an extra step because I don't like my tubes or these moving back and forth, kind of seesawing. So a tip is, now you take these and you just go over the next hole. So right here would be this one. You kind of just got to move it out of the way. Put the shock cord through. Pull it down. Same with this one. You're going to go through, and you can move it, move those thermal sliders a little bit to get to it. Go through. Okay. There. Just like that. Okay. Now you're going to go up the next hole, and I'll show you what this is going to do. Kind of move them out of the way so you can get to it. Take that slack off. And now go to the next one here. Just like that. It's a little hard because this shock cord is thick. And I'll show you again. On this side, do the same thing. Move it out here. There. Take out the slack as much as you want. And go through just like so. Okay. And now, so you guys could see, what that does is it stops it from seesawing. So now they're on there nice and tight. This is retaining it down. These, and as you could see, you have to just go under and take any slack that you have. So I would just take the slack out. Take the slack. Make sure they're on there tight, because that's going to stop any type of movement from going there. All right. That one's on pretty tight. Just like so. Now, sorry guys, just to adjust it. That's it. That's how you want it. And now you have these ends here, which are not a big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to bring it up through the next hole. Right, just like this. All right. Bring it up just like this. If I can get to it again. It's a little bit time consuming, but taking this extra step really stops these from, moving around on you. What I want there, tighten that. And now they're on there. Now this extra, you could just make a cross here if you want, and another, or you can trim a little bit of it. I'm just going to make a overhand knot, right? And stop it there. And make another overhand knot here. And stop it there. So that way, if I want to get into it, I have the adjustability. Like I want to later move these. But right now, that's where they sit. They are even on your plate carrier, exactly where they need to be. And these extra tabs will stay there under when I put the back panel over. And now, that's how to install. Like I said, this little extra step of these, putting these barrels over here is perfect, because what this does is, it's not the barrels, is bringing in and sewing in kind of through the holes. Sorry, my words are all minced up. Going in and over the holes like this just stops it from seesawing, because if not, you're going to have a lot of movement on the cummerbund, and I don't like that. So that's just a great tip on installing this. And again, you have extra holes if you want to bring this through here to kind of just sit it in. That's what I would do. Like this. Let's make it super clean there. And this one through here, just like that. Just like that, guys. If I can grab that. And that's it. She's on there. Good to go. Close the panel. Now I would put my back plate on there, and we are good to go. Close it up. And there is your thermal. Your sliders are installed on your back panel. I'll open it one more time just so you guys could see over and over. That's it. Your tubes are there. Like this one's kind of sitting in there, which if you want to do the same with this one, you can, just like that. And that's it. So take the extra step to do so, because if not, you're going to have a lot of seesaw movement. All right. There, close it up. Now let's install the panels. For that, I'm going to move this over, just kind of flip it up. Good part was I did take out the placard, just easier. Probably even better if I took out the front plate as well, but I didn't, so it's on there. So now we're going to put our cummerbund. Make sure you have the right side. Let's start this side, and this is the side I'll show you, just so we could put on one side. So again, you're going to put your sliders through. Make sure it's going where they need to go, under, right here. Just like that. And now I know I'm basically on this setting. That's where I should be. So I'm going to start off there. So find what your setting is, and you could put this on beforehand, kind of put it on yourself and see where it is. But I'm going to go on that second setting. Now this is where the retaining clips come into play. So the buckle is this way, and the round part of the retaining clip also goes that way. So just know this is how you put it on when you're going to put the retaining clip. So now you have it where you need it to be. All right, like I said, sorry I had just to adjust the camera. Like I said, I'm going to be in that second setting. That's where I think I am. So when you take your thermoplastic retaining clip, kind of bend them on the ends and just make like a triangle, just like this. You could kind of preset them. And what you do is you come in from this side, or either side, and you go through, and just make sure you go through the slider and through the cummerbund, and the same with the other side. You're going to come through, and you're going to feel like a pop as you just slide it in. Keep sliding it, and then it kind of pops in, and it should be just like that. The round end should be facing that buckle or facing out. All right, then you just bring this over. Now I'll flip this over for you guys to see. You flip it over here, you buckle it, or first, sorry, to be clean, kind of bring that tab through the holders there. Again, it's super tight, through, just like that. You buckle it, and now your cummerbund is on. Okay, just like that. Slider, you have the adjustment from the shock cord for breathing, but it's on there, it's not sliding. If you needed to go to the next size, you would unbuckle this, take the retainer clip out, slide it, and go to the next one. All right, guys, I'm going to install the other one real quick, and I won't bore you with that because, like I said, it's going to be the same installation that I just did. And then I'll bring you guys back once I have the cummerbund on. We'll throw the placard on, and we'll throw on the plate carrier, just so you guys could see the cummerbund on and all that. But again, super simple. Again, to just take it out, you unbuckle that, take the buckle off, go this way. And if you wanted to adjust it, just to show you guys, you're just going to pull that clip out, just like this, from one side, a little bit, slide it from out, and now you could go to the next one, and again, adjust the buckle if you needed to do so. All right, guys, let me throw it on, and I'll have it on, and you guys could see the cummerbund. All right, they got the plate carrier on. Cummerbund is set, as you can see right here. Panels there, show you that. So far I like it. I got room, I could feel the stretch in from the retention cord as I breathe, go forward, move around. Hugs me pretty good on the side. Might need to adjust it. Right now I don't have my radio wing, but I think I have enough room. The thing with that curve type of thermoplastic material, it takes some time to conform to your body. So as I wear this, it'll definitely get memory and be probably not as rigid. Right now it's very straight, rigid, like almost pushing my placard out a little bit. But as it works its way in, I'm sure it'll be fine. So far, liking it. Feels good. What I don't like about a lot of retention shock cord cummerbunds are that, one, the adjustability of them to get the size right is a pain, and sometimes you just can't get it right because you either have a little too much flex, too tight. That's what I didn't like so much about the Shaw Concepts cummerbund that came with this plate carrier. But right now, it's got good adjustability. I did have to move one slot out. I was on the second slot. I thought that was fine. I needed a third slot, just like I said, to give it a little more room because I do run a radio wing on my weak side. But right now, like the rigidity, love the way it's hugging my body here. Feels good. I might need to just adjust the plate carrier maybe a little bit in the back. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look in the camera, but so far, like it. My only one gripe is these damn black tubes. I'm telling you, it's messing with my OCD. Should be brown, but that's it, guys. The install, like I said, was easy. I showed you, not easy. You just kind of gotta retain the shock cord. I would suggest doing that weave that I showed you in the video to do, so these don't seesaw out. If you see, they're pretty straight, and that's the shock cord holding it in. I think that if you don't do that, you're going to have some seesawing effect just because of the rigidity of that curve or thermoplastic material. One thing was when I was putting the retainer clips in the video, I think I went over the green moly. You don't have to. You just go in between the thermoplastic only when you pop them in. I don't know if I did that in the video or not when I was looking back, or told you guys that. But that was the install on it. Not super hard. You just have to play with it. The shock cord, if you want more adjustment in, like, breathability, or like right now I like it tight. I like sub movement, but I don't like a lot. If you like more, you just have to adjust that shock cord a little bit. Like, don't have it so tight around the thermal arms like I did. I went really tight because I want it there, not moving, and I only want a little bit of flex. But if you want more flex, just give it more slack, and then you're going to have more flex within the cummerbund as a unit whole. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you. I haven't attached my pouch yet just because I didn't want to bore you. I'm going to put, I put my GP pouch here. The one thing, like I did say in the beginning of the video, is you only have about 4 rolls of moly, really, maybe like 5. So my pouch, being that's a Shaw Concepts, has 4 rolls of moly, so that'll take up this side really. But again, you have moly on the inside. If you want a moly pouches, you have you have options. Could you mount something on these rails here? I wouldn't, but you probably could. You probably could moly something into it once you have it set. It's not like that's not moly in itself. It does have slit screws, so you could use it. Especially, I'll do a secondary video once I get those AXL colored sleeves. They're the same, and install should be the same, but I'll do a follow-up video on that, and I'll do a follow-up video on it once I have this cummerbund on for a while. Train with it a little bit, put it through its paces. Hopefully it gives in a little bit and conforms. But so far, I like the way it feels. I do like the way it looks, and I like the adjustability end of it, that I could just pop this off, and if I'm going to throw a heavy jacket on and some layers, okay, I'm going to go to the next slot and just slide, opposed to having to open your back panel, sometimes pull your plate out and readjust shock cord, or even Velcro it on, Velcro it back on. I am a fan of Velcro cummerbunds just because the easy adjustability of it. But what I like about this is the options you have. You have options on the outside with the thermoplastic slider sleeves, and micro tuning on the back, which I still may do. Like right now, I think it's pretty tight. I might micro tune it, just give it a little slack in the back. But that's it, guys. That's the video. If you have any questions on the install, let me know, and let me know if you have this cummerbund and had it for a while. Let me know how it's held up, how it's conformed to your body, for anybody who's put it on their LV 119s or any other plate carrier. And that's it, guys. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe, mi gente. Dale.